In the year of Lucius Licinius Lucullus, Rome was prosecuting several wars of self-defense, most notably in Greece, where Lucullus himself was commanding the legions. With everyone's gaze directed at the provinces, few could have known that a seemingly inauspicious event in Rome would become the central fulcrum around which the fate of the Republic would turn. The paterfamilias of a venerable patrician house had passed away unexpectedly, and a senator by the name of Vitellius Scaevola had made a bid for the hand of his eldest child. His widow alone believed that Scaevola had poisoned her husband and now strove to take his place and claim his property through marriage. Acting in secret, the widow arranged for her youngest child to be taken out of their villa in the dead of night and smuggled out of Rome.
Did you hear me, Domine? Your body is surely present, but your mind seems somewhere else. It soothes the soul, doesn't it? I had come to think that this sea was so blue in my memories, only because I was young the last time I saw it. But I remembered right. I asked the Triarchus how close we are to Lesbos, but he would not give me a straight answer. You're not here to fight. Your mother wants you to be kept safe, not thrown into the front lines. Will you check with the Triarchus? Hopefully he will give you a clearer answer. He told me his name is Geminus. You do have a way of speaking to people's emotions. I'm sure he'll be more helpful to you. You should also go and thank Quintus Aquilinus. I do believe he saved our lives with his timely appearance at the villa. Your mother paid Geminus handsomely to set off in great haste under cover of night. 2 others did board with us, also bound for Lesbos. Young Gaius has been pacing impatiently over there, wearing grooves into the deck. There was a gladiator too, but I don't know where he went. Do not worry. The Vitellius brothers have no reason to do them any harm. Besides, you cannot save them by worrying. Thank you for bringing me along. It will be wonderful to see my homeland again.
You found your sea legs quickly, Domine.
You handle the sea better than most. I'm glad. You are not my subordinate. Please, call me Kaiser, if it isn't too familiar. With all due respect, I'd better not. My subordinates call me Centurio, my superiors call me Equilinus, my friends call me Kaiser. Ah, she did not keep you apprised. Your mother has secretly been making arrangements with the consul. You are to join his command staff as tribunus. Don't worry. It's a purely ornamental position. It will prepare you well for a traditional political career. You'll not see combat, nor will you make any important decisions. You'll be safe, as your mother wanted. That is certainly not what your mother wants for you, but I admire your courage. Talk to the consul about it. One word of advice. I know Lucullus is a friend of your family, but remember, he is the consul, elected by the people to rule all of Rome. It's best if you don't act too familiar with him in front of his men. For many years I was the primus pilus of Legio Prima Italica, which he commands. He needed someone he could trust to get you out of Rome and keep you safe. That position has already been filled by one of my Centuriones. A good man, easily up to the task. My job now is to watch your back and help you settle into your new life. Happy to be at your service. I had a brief talk with that gladiator who boarded before us, just to make sure he won't give us any trouble. He seems to have vanished, though. The young man over there, Gaius, is apparently the nephew of the other consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta. He's here to become a tribunus as well. You should talk to him if you haven't already. I'm sure you'll have much in common.
I heard he's running from a senator who wants him dead.
Solway.
Keep your voice down.
It is a pleasure. I am Gaius Julius Caesar. Not at all. But keep in mind, I'm not the most experienced soldier either. I was born in Rome, but they say my family is from Alba Longa. That's a long story, my friend. Suffice to say, the powers that be are not fond of me. I have decided that staying in Rome could be, shall we say, hazardous to my health. To be honest, this will be my first proper battle. I did study a lot, though, and therefore I am well versed in matters of strategy and tactics. If you don't play an important part, you will be torn apart. My father used to say. I guess that was his way of telling me to be brave and hopefully not stupid.
What is he looking for?
He's been like this all morning.
I'm watching the sea. There's something... Ah, thank you. I work hard to keep her in good condition. We should be at our destination just after midday, so please enjoy the rest of your journey. Wait. A ship. They're headed straight towards us. They're gonna ram!
Get your father's weapons. Let's see if you can actually fight. Gaius, are you all right?
I'm fine, Centurio.
Form up! Let's get these pirates off our ship!
deadly with that thing.
I've lived other lives before this one.
Where's that gladiator who boarded with us?
Up there!
Never underestimate the value of an impressive entrance.
back to Neptune's asshole, barbarians!
The Triarchus run us straight into the pirate ambush, Spearman. Allow me to execute him right here and right now. I will make him pay for his betrayal.
It is quite unusual for pirates to attack any ship, let alone a heavily armed Roman galley. They prefer to attack lightly defended coastal towns instead. It's less risky and more profitable.
Well, let's go talk to the man.
Geminos, you steered us into a trap.
What do you have to say for yourself?
I had nothing to do with it, I promise. They came out of nowhere.
Silence! You utter nonsense! By Mars, it is the sea! How can anyone come from nowhere?
We cannot execute a man based on no evidence. Besides, we need our Triarchus to make it safely ashore.
What do you say, kid? What do you think we should do? I'm just a humble Canturio, albeit a particularly well-dressed one. Lucullus has greater plans for you. Your father's dead. The time to rely on others to make difficult decisions for you is gone.
We are close to our destination, and we can reach it without him. If there is a possibility that he is working with the enemy, we cannot risk to let him live. Mercy, doubt, hesitation. These are all openings that the enemy can exploit to kill you. This man's value to us is far less than the threat he may pose.
We are, many of us, important people, on our way to join the action against Lesbos. Is it not conceivable that the rebels heard of us? The Kingdom of Pontus is known to sponsor pirates, to harass and weaken Rome. I do not believe we have any reason to suspect our Triarchus of colluding with them.
No tolerance for failure. Very well. Let us hope you will hold yourself to the same standard. Agreed. And you had better remember this. Or I certainly will.
No, I had no way of knowing, please!
I told you! Keep silent!
Rowers, up the tempo! And keep your eyes open.
Gentlemen, welcome to Lesbos, the pearl of the Mediterranean.
An ugly nest of pirates.
An impenetrable fortress of pirates, more like. With an infinite food supply thanks to the strength of their fleet.
We shall find a way to limit this infinite supply, then.
You think like an imperator, Gaius. All right, people. This is Lucullus's war camp, the heart of our operations in this territory. You have been seaborne for a long time now. I suggest you walk it off. See the things you have to see, and meet the people you have to meet. The consul waits in the command tent. Don't be too late if you don't want to see him angry.
How long are they going to keep us here?
It's driving me crazy too. I came here to kick Mithridates' ass, not to sit on the beach day in and day out waiting for something to happen.
Saw Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
He won't do anything about it. Agrippa is connected back home.
One day that man is going to fall out of a watchtower.
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris. Well, don't just stand there like a plant. Come on in. By Jupiter, you sure have grown up, haven't you? This is the promising young man I was telling you about, Thermus.
Quite unassuming, but full of potential, I guess. Prime material for the speculatoris, if he can prove himself.
A special cohort assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
There will be ample opportunities for that, my young ward. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Julius Calidus of my legion Speculatoris. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions. If you're worried about your future political prospects, have no fear. We will tell everyone you served as my tribunus with great distinction. If you are fast, you may yet play a part in that. But for the assault to succeed, you must do this first. Prove yourself, and you will be able to name your companions. However, you will want Calidus on your team. Trust me. That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Defeating Pontus will require patience and caution. Regaining control of the Aegaean Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' supply lines. Wait. Are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, the leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith, Sextus, and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
Salwe. I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well. I noticed it. I took the spear from the traitorous Triarchus. You should have it. You may ask, and I may answer or not. Your name is unusual. Tabat is the name that was given to me by my father. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it because I have fought and defeated many beasts. I was born in Mauritania, but I am a Roman citizen. Until I undertook this voyage, I fought every single day in the arena. But wars, this will be my first. I recommend you to not die. Honor matters little. He who stands tall in the end will always be the winner. They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator, but I don't understand what that means. This is my first time seeing a senator outside of the spectator stands. Ah, like a king, but temporary. I do not remember choosing him. What you call a consul is no different from a king then, at least to me. The punishment for treachery should be death. That is how I grew up, and how I became the greatest gladiator Rome has ever known. All of the lesser ones died.
Domine. I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted on solid ground now. To save your life, of course. She firmly believes the Vitelli killed your father. Sending you here was the best course of action. That is a practical outlook. But be careful that you don't focus so much on your ultimate goal that you miss important lessons or experiences along the way. Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. You ought to keep this in mind. Besides a good wine, a warm bath, and a thorough massage, not much. Thank you. But you should think about yourself, Domine.
Salve, Legionari. If you're here to get your weapons fixed, you must have me confused with Vulcan. Was he buried with them? This leather is fossilizing. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it. I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's centuriones. You'll have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
The pirates are getting bolder. They attacked another one of our galleys this morning.
Ah, did you hear? It seems Geminus was in on it this whole time.
What? The Triarchus?
He'd been keeping the pirates informed. This time, his passengers caught him and they killed him on the spot.
So, little man, you must be new. I am Spurius Quincius Carius, merchant extraordinaire and purveyor of wondrous items. And who might you be? Good, very good. I'd envy anyone who makes money in exchange for simply standing around and doing nothing. Enough pointless chatter. Poverty grows from idleness. Now, if you're not going to buy anything, please do kindly remove yourself from my stall. You are obviously not familiar with the matters of commerce. Allow me to enlighten you. There are 3 things every merchant needs. Location, location, location. Whatever people are willing to pay for, and whatever I can provide. The best of food, medicine so potent even the dead may rise, and of course, the most delicious sowie money can buy. There's the matter of storage space, of course. More space means more wondrous items to stock, and possibly lower prices for my most loyal customers.
Something on your mind, kid? I've been a soldier since I was 16. The sound of clashing swords soothes my soul. Don't get me wrong, I love Rome. But to me it represents a short break from war. Or perhaps the build-up leading to the next campaign. That's because I have a reputation for tracking my foe relentlessly and striking without mercy. Just like an eagle. Thank you. Few people actually earn their name. I hope you will earn yours. At least you still have a mother. Be thankful for that. The only thing that's waiting for me in Rome is a jug of wine. She died trying to do the right thing. And indeed I do mind, so let's drop this subject before moods get soured too much. Your duty will probably end at the conclusion of this campaign. People like me, though. Our duty ends when we die on the battlefield. I'll continue being the warrior hero, as long as damsels of this world continue finding themselves in distress. I certainly hope not. There was this one girl in Hispania, though. She still haunts my dreams. But I doubt it. Caeso Quinctius Aquilinus shall never be domesticated. Once before, there was another rebellion we had to quell. These lands are beautiful, but the Gamerworf, I wouldn't trust her. She's a treacherous mistress. Don't be fooled by her deep blue eyes.
Solway.
You seen Aegler again tonight?
I've seen her for the last time.
What happened?
On this.
Gave me some kind of disease.
The wife is taken.
We might be at the wrong spot. There's no one here.
Lucullus is clearly mistaken. If there was someone here, I would know.
That's a very useful skill.
Hey! Don't move!
Calm down. I am Julius Calidus of the Occulta Speculatores of Legio Prima Italica. I presume you are my reinforcements. The only way I can think of to destroy a navy on foot is to burn it down. Some Greek fire sure would be useful for that, wouldn't you say? Conveniently, there is a whole warehouse full of it right down there. Unfortunately, the moment we move into that warehouse, they will sound the alarm. So, we should be quick. By the time anyone comes from the city, we're long gone. There's a small camp of sentries just down this hill. If we hit them first, they won't show up as reinforcements.
But then the ones inside the warehouse will hear the fighting and be ready for us.
You have touched the matter with a needle. The choice is yours, Primo.
Look alive! The Romans are here! How did they get so close? Roman craftsmanship. Gets them every time.
Excellent. Keep at them and this will soon be over.
This angle.
It's all right. I'm going to live. Can someone prop this old man up?
Oh, was that as painful as it looked?
This is all too easy.
enemy is upon us! Let's get those bastards!
Didn't see that coming, huh?
It's too much. Come on, this way.
think this is the last of them?
For this, I have a wife and children.
Careful with those jars. The liquid inside is highly volatile. It'll make quick work of those ships. This was the easy part. Now we have to sneak into the harbor and burn the ships.
And then we have to sneak back out, one supposes.
Not necessarily, but ideally.
I think I can speak for all of us when I say that we would all like to retain our lives.
We made it here unnoticed. So far, so good. Now we just need to get through that gate with the Greek fire. Just one guard. Let's you and I go up there and deal with him, Prime.
As you command.
I will keep my head on a swivel.
I'm taking him. Get ready.
Good. The ships are moored quite close to each other. Fire will spread easily. This part of the docks appears to be infrequently patrolled. Getting to the ships shouldn't be a problem. Let's signal to the others to move the Greek fire crate as close as they can to the galleys.
At once, Prime. Let's go.
I guess we have a couple of different options for how to get this party started. We could lob a pot of Greek fire onto the deck of that nearest galley from the pier below. That would give us a head start on our main objective. Or those 3 guards look half asleep. I'm sure we could take them out the same way I handled this guy here. That means less enemies to fight. I can see the merit of both plans. Let's regroup with the others and then decide.
Are we ready?
We are. How do you want to do this?
Good. We have the advantage right now since they don't even know we're here. The less guards we have to fight, the better our chance of getting out of this alive.
Sneaking around and stabbing soldiers in the back. Is this how we fight? I say we toss a few fire jars onto the deck of this galley here.
Both plans seem hideously dangerous to me. We are surrounded deep behind enemy lines. That said, I have no preference.
Not really.
Slow and steady wins the race. Come on.
Hey, wake up! The Romans have come!
Based on how close the ships are, I believe if we set just 2 galleys aflame, no one can stop the fire spreading.
Aim your jars at the center of each ship, near the mast. If the sails catch fire, that'll do the job.
closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them. I'm covering this area. I'll shoot as soon as I see them.
Romans are within the city walls!
Right. We have successfully woken up all of Mytilene. We need to burn those ships quickly, or this whole operation will have been for nothing!
this bleeding. I can tell you how.
Every man for himself!
Trouble, friend? Done it. There's no saving these galleys now. I call this a success. Even the harbor itself is aflame. Let us be the conquerors of Mytilene.
So, Tribune?
Ah, I would march into battle naked if it meant they could afford to feed us better.
the smoke of the fires still hang as a thick carpet above Mytilene. I am impressed with your ability to cause mayhem. A bold claim. I wonder if you are ready to prove it. I like the enthusiasm. Lucullus has told me much about your upbringing and your training, but war is much different than personal combat. Before we leave, go to the practice area and seek out Garwius, who trains the Speculatores. He will teach you a few last important things.
All quiet.
That's close enough. What do you want? Why? It really isn't. No offense, but information is the most dangerous thing in my line of work. The less you know about me, the better it is for both of us. A few seasons. Lucullus has a knack for recognizing talent. He immediately saw me for what I was. A killer. I am not. Rome is a place of stasis and passivity. Here, I feel alive. Sure, as long as I'm not in Rome. Imagine a door that is locked. And imagine you need to open that locked door, preferably discreetly. But someone else has the key. Now, you can always smash the door into pieces with a great hammer. Sure, that works too. Or we find out whoever's holding the key and kill him. Why? Are you going to remember my birthday? Some people just don't like to talk about themselves.
So, did Thermos send you my way? You have the bearing of a man who knows how to handle himself. I used to be. Now I train the Speculatores. It's how I came by my cognomen. You know how to fight, but you've never been to war, have you? Well, the Legion is marching out soon, so we don't have time for the full regimen anyway. Let me show you how to use a pilum, and maybe how to bandage a wound, if it comes to that. Call over your friends, and we'll get started. Alright, let me see how good you're throwing, armies. Aim that pilum for my shield. The tip is designed to break off and stick in the shield, making it difficult to use.
I'm covering this area.
nation! Let's hit them with everything we've got!
Lure them closer. I'll shoot as soon as I see them.
I'll just lie down and rest my eyes.
Come on! Know when to quit!
We're surrounded! They're everywhere!
This is not the...
Honor means nothing if you're dead! Almost done. Let's get this over with.
Good work. You can keep that equipment. Hope it serves you well at Mytilene.
Please, excuse me.
Domine. He's a speculator. It would be foolish to trust a soldier whose primary weapon is deception. It can be a challenge if you find it difficult to trust him. But every challenge is an opportunity. Know that he's deceptive by nature and try to learn from him. How do you feel about it? That will not always be the case. What separates a soldier from a commander is the ability to question and adapt. Are you nervous? A bit of nervousness would be good. It keeps you on edge. After all, the will of the gods is difficult to predict. You must forge your own destiny.
What do you need? He has skill. You can tell by the way he handles the bow and the blade. He is a spy, is he not? That is his business. The flames lit the skies in a glorious display of celebration and sent fear to the hearts of our enemies. They must be trembling now. A fair question. Cowards don't make worthy enemies. I am not. I have seen these bandits. They are worthless as opponents. It will not be a boring day, for we will be fighting, but exciting. I doubt that.
Something on your mind, kid? In my experience, it's not age that determines the proficiency of a warrior. Character, intelligence, and the sheer will to survive, amongst other things. Look, I have met warriors like, him. Things may not always be what they seem. Wait until you pass judgment. I was surprised too. I was told Greek oak is both fire and waterproof, but they burnt easily enough. I wonder what they're thinking, now their fleet is gone. I doubt that. Time and again you will see that desperate people make the fiercest fighters. No doubt. A battle is first won in your mind, kid. If you think you're going to lose, then you certainly will.
Did Garwius finish with you? Very good. There's always more to learn, if we live long enough to do so. We shall march through this pass and descend on Mytilene. Providing you did your job well, they should be expecting an attack from the sea, allowing us to surprise them from the land.
Without a doubt. My uncle will crush them in Bithynia.
We have lost enough time, people. It is time to set out. Signal the Legion to assemble.
You have really made a name for yourself in a short time, my friend. Perhaps you would permit me to join your speculatores. With your skill in combat and my strategic mind, as long as we are together, we will...
Ambush!
Battle formation! Get back in formation, you fools! Orcus Minucius Thermus! Why, you seem to have no command of your soldiers at all. This is the problem with you Romans. Politicians have no place in war. Kill them all! We have no need for prisoners.
The Legatus is still alive. His Praetorian Guard is holding off the enemy for now.
Let's get him out of there! Form up and push forward! take these traitors! Thank goodness you're here! Can you get us out of this fine mess? Our people are getting massacred! We need to fall back and get Thermos to safety!
Our best chance is to push back where we came from. Then we can join up with the rest of the Legion.
You are mostly fine. Get back into the fight.
can't take this and be careful, you fool!
Son, what you did today was extraordinary. Oh, I wish your father were here to witness it.
This was beyond duty. I owe you my life. Of that you can be sure. Neither my Legionari nor I will ever forget this. In my wounded state, I'm in no shape to command the Legion. And after your actions today, the Legionari consider you a hero. You saved their lives. In return, they are willing to die for you. I hereby promote you to Legatus. You will be in command of Legio Victrix, reporting directly to Consul Lucullus.
I'm sure Thermus will agree that I offer my legati a great degree of independence. You unequivocally are. There are none in Rome better qualified than I to be a judge of such things.
Your aim should be to take Mytilene as quickly as possible. With Archelaus in charge of its defenses, this will be no easy task.
For now, suffice to say I have other business to attend to. A favorite general of Mithridates. One of the finest military minds in the world.
His defeat will be a great blow to Pontus. Archelaus will expect us to be rattled after that ambush. A direct assault will seem impossible to him, which is why we need to attack now. That is up to you. Gather your advisors and plan your attack the way you see fit. You are in command now.
Are we, Legate? I'm just a Legion blacksmith, not a magician. If you have something particular in mind, we'll talk. But I'm still as busy as I was before you were promoted. You'll have to leave one of your people with me to help out with your commissions. From what I hear, you barely have an anvil over there. Perhaps you should make sure you have the tools I'd need. Then I'll consider it. A bunch of Balatronés, I'd say. Which one are you asking about? I've known that man since he was a little runt. Watch yourself around Caeso. He's honest to a fault. Too much honesty may be dangerous. Don't get me started. Maybe you can get it into his skull that I can't forge a battle scythe. There is no such thing by Vulcan. That half-senile fool was your mentor. That explains a lot. Between you and me, I'd keep my eye on him. Full of surprises, that kid. Full of surprises. Fine. Need something else?
What do you need? I am not. His foolishness cost us dearly. He did not deserve to survive. It was not only wrong, but also dumb. It led to too many unnecessary deaths. I am sure you will not repeat his mistakes.
Domine. Being Legatus places much responsibility on you. If we lose, even if it's due to bad luck, you will be responsible. Not Fortuna. Good. But do not forget, a commander should always be ready for defeat.
That's close enough.
Arwe Legate. Welcome to the camp. I hope you will find everything to your satisfaction. I am Turius Orestes, the Primus Pilus of Legio Victrix.
And I am Ignatius Naso. I serve as the Prefectus of this proud legion.
Please don't think I'm sucking up when I say that the way you took command during that ambush was some of the finest leadership I have seen in my career.
I am in agreement, Orestes. And it takes much to impress two jaded old soldiers like us. You can trust us. Orestes and I have served together on all of Consul Lucullus's campaigns in Asia. None know this legion better than we.
Victrix is a new legion, raised by Consul Lucullus, specifically for this campaign.
The men are young and lack experience, I'm sorry to say.
Ah, but they are eager to fight and make names for themselves, my friend. Don't underestimate the value of that. As Primus Pilus, I am the most experienced among the Legion's 60 Centuriones. I coordinate the command structure in battle, and ensure that your orders are executed expediently, and with utmost discipline. I will keep you abreast of the Legion's situation at all times. And I'll advise you on how best to achieve our strategic objectives during the campaign.
Ah, yes. Orestes is the one every Legionarius looks to in battle, but I am the one they come to in camp. As the longest-serving member of this Legion, it is my responsibility to oversee construction work and look after the Legion's equipment. I will advise you on outfitting the Legion and improving things around the camp. We will make Legio Victrix the finest fighting force Rome has ever seen. That sounds like a job for your Primus Pilus.
Indeed. Please follow me. We will select a few worthy Centuriones to lead the Legion in battle.
Domine.
At your service, Legate. Indeed you are. And it is the fastest promotion I've ever witnessed. Congratulations.
I have prepared a list of the most outstanding Legionari for you.
Salve.
We're a little bruised after the ambush, but Mytilene is poorly defended from a land assault. And this time, they won't catch us with our pants down. Such a display would certainly be good for morale. Let's plan our attack once we have the region under control. I will prepare the Legion to march on your orders.
I can't believe that idiot led us into an ambush like that.
Well, we won't have to deal with this crap anymore, at least.
Have you seen
Good day.
Legatus?
I have not. Have you?
It's weird. There's been no formal introduction.
Ah, wait. Shall we talk about how to improve our Legion's camp? In my opinion, we should start by establishing an armory. We'll need a smith to staff it, but we can deal with that once we have the necessary equipment. We should also get you some better furnishings. Minucius Thermus took most of his property with him when he relinquished his post. That's a good idea. Prima Italica could probably spare him. They have others in their camp who could take his position. Precisely. Later, I would advise you to establish a proper stockpile and build a workshop to outfit the Legion with siege equipment and such. For now, we just need to make sure we have someone who can forge a good sword. Well, it seems to me you are a more hands-on kind of commander than Thermus was. If you spend much time in the field, you'll need certain supplies. Peeler to throw, posca to drink, bandages for your Praetorian Guard. With the right improvements, we will be able to keep you well stocked. We must gain control of the resources necessary to construct and maintain these things. We need iron for an armory and probably lumber to furnish your tent. Either way, we will need a tannery. Unfortunately, Lesbos is a very small island without much in the way of these resources. Once we leave this island and begin to take back the mainland, deploy the Legion to capture mines, lumber mills, tanneries, or farms. Come and see me again when we control some of these resources. Then we can start the planning.
should we position the troops? Aitina rapivia reliquita inter manipulos! We are ready to engage the enemy! Kingete fronten! One of our maniples is about to break! Mille sassi di quisque consulat! We are victorious! Missiriamo!
I just want to charge the walls of Mytilene and cut down every
Good
last
night.
Greek within that city.
If what I hear is true, you won't have to wait long. The higher-ups are planning a swift counterattack.
To simple men, conquest seems trivial. You, on the other hand, recognize the intricacies of such an operation. Fortuna favors the bold, they say. We have encircled Mytilene, but we still need to take the city itself. Archelaus is an arrogant man, but nevertheless, a skillful general. We are mobilizing for a direct assault on the city. The fortress must fall swiftly. The harbor is filled with burned shipwrecks. No Triarchus could get through all the debris. Very well. The Legion will support your assault. We will wipe that smug look off Archelaus' face. As always, we are ready to march on your order, Legate.
Salve, Domine.
Domine.
It's the end for you, Archelaus. Yield, if you know what's good for you.
Oh, great and terrible Romans, thank you ever so much for your mercy and consideration. I have been trembling in fear of your arrival. Should I fall on my knees and beg for my life? You assure it? Well, that already makes me feel better. And who told you it's fine to interrupt a conversation between two adults?
Watch your tongue. You're talking to the commander of Legio Witrix.
This young boy is barely fit to command a traveling band of jugglers. Did you really think you could challenge me here, of all the places? This is my island now. You are nothing but a nuisance. I am not like the others you have faced. In your arrogance, you thought you could march through the gates of Mytilene and take its commander's head. Predictable and pathetic. You are at my mercy now, just as I planned it. After I kill you, I'm coming for your consul. They must fight on our terms. Brethren, they will never see us coming. enemy to come. Into the fray once more! On me!
get this for me?
I see them. Let's go. Over there. Advance. Stand your ground. Let them come to us.
All right, people, let's get in there!
Not so bad.
Defensive formation. Slow and steady. I yield. Cuss you Romans. I know when I'm beat.
Well, well, well. You don't sound so smug and superior any longer, Archelaus.
I thought a bit of banter might rile you up. Cause you to make a mistake. I clearly miscalculated.
Much as I would love to jam a Pugio up this bastard's... Well, he would make a fine hostage.
His head would make a fine trophy.
Calm yourself, Tabat. Calidus is right. We'd better bring him back to the camp alive.
Dominus, let me oversee the escort. I will not.
I don't think there's any danger of reinforcements. Shall we make our way back to Lucullus's camp and let the consul know the battle is won? Good idea. I'll wait here. Just let me know when you're ready to leave. Are you ready to leave? The consul will be proud. We fought like wolves today.
Congratulations, young man. That was quite an impressive display of command proficiency and valor. Humility is virtuous indeed. However, the best of troops are useless without a good commander. You would do well to remember this.
Unfortunately, you will get to test your abilities again soon. Except Asia Minor is still not under control.
Cotta failed. The Pontic army has now laid siege to Chalcedon. The pirates will retreat to Asia to support their patron, Mithridates Megas.
We do not know. Mithridates' forces vastly outnumber Cotta's legion. We must transfer our troops to Asia and quickly subjugate the region. Hopefully, we will break the siege in time to save our fellow Romans.
When do we leave?
Make your preparations. We leave at dawn's first light.
What do you need? It was to be expected. I am content, but a bit disappointed. It was easy and not interesting enough. But mostly because there's no crowd to cheer for us. Without an audience, victory feels hollow. I will need to think about this.
Domine. Ah, home. It's a beautiful and ancient land, but no one can truly know it. This campaign will be a test of your capabilities. You must be ready for anything. Asia Minor may look beautiful and inviting, but do not be deceived. Tartarus is not too far away from the Elysium. You are a gifted commander. I am sure this will only be the first of your many conquests. It is easy to get drunk on the fumes of victory. Please do not forget why you are doing this.
Are we, Legati?
That's close enough.
At your service, Legate. Do you think it is time to celebrate? Very well. We shall celebrate when we're back in Rome. It is unfortunate that our forces in Asia Minor have failed. But see it as an opportunity. Now we play a more prominent role. This is your chance to truly shine. Do not waste it. There's no knowing for sure. The tales people tell of Mithridates Megas make him out to be a god. But honestly, I think with Lucullus commanding the legions, not even gods can stand in our way. Our need to save Cotta complicates matters, that much is true. But the greatest commanders see opportunity where others can only see misfortune. Don't waste this opportunity.
With Cotter's fleet defeated, it will take some time to move the legions into Asia.
We should relocate Legio Witrix first. Your Legionari have been sitting idle too long, Consul, and just about put down roots.
Agreed. The task of picking our path to Chalcedon will be up to you. Scout ahead with the speculatores, then use Victrix to pacify the province. I will follow with Legio Prima Italica to help you hold the territory you take. Pontus has invaded Asia before. Cotter was made proconsul to keep Mithridates from making another attempt. Something is different this time. Pontus has support among the local population. We have to treat Asia as hostile territory. King Mithridates has been building bridges with them for years, while exploiting the rift between the factions of the Senate. It is excellent statecraft.
They are traitors, the lot of them. Crucify them. Let their deaths serve as an example for the rest.
That is a wise plan, but Cotter's precarious situation does not leave us much time for caution.
Then we must learn on our feet, Domine.
The bulk of Mithridates' army is besieging Kazikos, the only city in Asia that resisted him. With his local allies, he is too great a force for us to face. If you can discover a way to turn the other regions here against Mithridates, and make them withdraw their forces from the siege, that would aid us greatly.
What about the traitor? The one who lured the Legion into Archelaus' ambush? He should be killed, like the cockroach he is.
Good that you mention it. I believe we may have found him. A centurion called Cassius. He has been missing since the ambush, but a local fisherman admitted to taking him to the mainland. He speaks the local language and had family in Lesbos. Not precisely, but it appears he was originally from Troas. I would say it's a safe bet you'll find him somewhere in that region. He probably had help. Jumping to conclusions is unproductive. But I suspect he's working for Vitellius Skywiller.
Forgive me, Domine, but what makes you think so?
It's merely a suspicion. We shall talk about this later. Remember, he's no use to us dead. Visit me in my legion's camp when you have questioned him.
If we're talking about interrogating spies, Calidus should be part of this. Where is he?
It would not surprise me to find he's been standing right behind us this whole time.
This is not the time to talk about that!
Glad to have made a good impression, at least. I was waiting for a good time to reveal the lie. Maybe give you a little more time to earn my trust. Well, that's refreshing. I've not met many who see things that way.
It's about time you two met.
I would never have asked you to lie to the consul on my behalf. He has been crucial in helping me maintain the deception.
I was shocked at first, but Callida had more than proven her worth by the time she revealed the truth to me.
I can't say this comes as a surprise. I figured you had your reasons to keep the secret, so I played along.
By all the gods, you are a great woman.
Ah, wonderful. It's turning into a whole thing.
When this war is over, I will court you. You and I will produce strong children.
I will attempt to take that as a compliment. Thank you, Legate. I'm sorry I lied to you.
You have every right to feel betrayed. But I want you to keep Julia Callida in your contubernium. Militarily, you're an irreplaceable asset together.
For what it's worth, I want to stay.
I'll leave you two to catch up. I have an invasion to plan.
We are ready to deploy the Legion. Arcium Latius Extendite! Our Legion has engaged the enemy! Gingite frontem! Enemy equites are charging our formation! Sinite milites exultare!